Hello everyone, my name is Arshia.
And I'm Yasha.
Welcome to the special Christmas edition of
Of
AI over coffee. Now it's not going to be anything festive or crazy, but usually before Christmas there's a lot of interesting AI news going around. So this week we're just strictly covering news and not FlowHunt because there's some interesting
also
stuff
FlowHunt
happening.
though.
Well, yeah.
We've got some
Yeah,
cool
we got
features
something,
to
we got
showcase.
something.
So
But then something insane is going to happen. We have a special guest today. We actually contacted the North Pole and we managed to get Santa.
Did we?
It's
Was it 1-800 ChatGPT, the number?
No, I just went under a bridge and found some.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. So this week we had some exciting news from Gemini.
Yep.
We finally have a competitor for the O1 model of OpenAI, which is a reasoning model.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I would like Yasha to explain a little bit what a reasoning model is and what the difference between a reasoning model and a normal model would be.
Yeah, alright. So basically, reasoning model reasons on the fly. So when you ask it a prompt, after that there's a chain of thought going. So there's a reasoning going behind the scenes. The model thinks to itself and then it answers the question. So, for example, this is an example of what you see of an ARC dataset. So ARC dataset is an example of let's say like 2 or 3 patterns that is given to the AI, and the AI should recognize what is the fourth pattern.
Yeah, let's pull it up here.
Yep, that's what you see them, I guess. So for example, in the example above, you see in the first one there's just 2 squares, right?
Yeah.
And then the squares get completed with another color,
Mm-hmm.
and then the third one is another pattern, and the AI should actually reason on the fly. Given the first 2 inputs,
Yeah,
it
so
should
basically,
also
based
predict-
on its history of answering different queries, it's able to think twice.
history of
basically, about
the
it.
conversation,
Okay, yeah.
current conversation,
Yeah.
basically. So yeah, that's basically the reasoning, and till now only O1 model was able to do reasoning,
Mm-hmm.
was the only model, and now like a lot of research is going in this route that basically the reasoning is done on the fly after you
Yeah.
give it a prompt. So basically training is not only limited to the pre-training when they are training the model, but now there's another new paradigm which you can fine-tune this whole thinking process that the model does
Right.
at the time that there is system prompt, or you give it a prompt and then it tries to think itself. So there's also a fine-tuning, inference fine-tuning, which models, OpenAI O1 models, you can do right now with them. So that's also like the next steps going on
cool.
there. Yeah.
So now we're gonna go and check. If you remember the last week's episode, was it the last week's or was it the week before?
I think 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago we tried a prompt with a dead cat that was put into a box with a nuclear isotope. And every single model would just completely ignore the fact that the cat was already dead. And when we asked it, what are the chances of the cat being alive? It was always, it's 50-50. It might
Yeah,
live, it might
exactly.
not.
Yeah.
It completely ignored the fact that the cat was already dead. So we're going to try it once more because this is a brand new model and see if they actually could find a fix for this kind of rationality.
So Gemini 2.0
Yeah,
Flash.
let's go.
Also, the difference that you see with Gemini 2.0 is that you see the whole thinking process in here.
Okay. So it has logs.
That's what you don't see actually in OpenAI, and really, it's good to see this.
Okay, let's see
because,
the conclusion.
Okay, so it goes like through. This is a classic thought experiment. It goes on the problem. And at the end, in conclusion, you can't assign a definite probability, like 50% to the cat being alive before opening the box within the framework of standard quantum mechanics.
So it still cannot
Yeah,
comprehend
still-
the fact that the cat is dead, right?
yeah. So basically, with this prompt, basically you're tricking the model to do calculations, but in reality, it just needs to do a reasoning of like knowing what is the writing basically of the prompt. So you're tricking the model to do calculations, but it doesn't need to do the calculations.
Okay,
So
cool.
that's
So brand new model is out, reasoning. still not too smart.
Yep.
Let's move on to the next part, which is going to be the brand new, exciting O3 model.
O3 models, yeah.
So it was just announced. This is we're recording this on Saturday, so it was just released last night.
Yeah.
We were on our way to the city center to get some drinks.
Go.
And yeah, that's
Santa.
Claus. As I said, I found him under a bridge, so the expectations are very low. Yeah, we lured him in with free drinks, so.
Cheers to Christmas.
Cheers to Christmas.
Okay, so yeah, we have the
All right.
O3 model.
So the O3 model is now available for researchers. So it's not enterprise used or used by
It's
industry.
not publicly available at the moment.
Yeah. But it already has some really cool results. I mentioned this ARC AGI dataset, which is basically an evaluation dataset that it has all these patterns that I just showed, and the model really needs to do a reasoning to know what is the next pattern. And we went through this in the first week actually of AI over coffee. So normal human beings, like on average, human beings are doing like 61% on this data set, and the maximum of a human is 91 or between 90 or 100.
But like if we reach
97.
100%, that's AGI, right?
No, I mean,
It's close.
this is just, like no evaluation can really evaluate if a model is really close to a human being, but at least there's some psychological considerations done with this evaluation models, with this evaluation data set, that it really tries to see all different parts of the brain, like how they function and how they reason, and then they put it in this data set. So it's kind of one of the best AGI data sets, that is evaluation data sets that is out there.
Nice.
And
so let's show the other little diagram thing that they did.
oh yeah.
Did you say drink?
No, you can go back to sleep, Sam.
Yeah. All right, so there's the coding competition, which it reached 2,700, which is really I think it's a software engineering evaluation data set. Previously we're 1,200 with O1 preview model, and then now we're 2,700 with O3, which is really, it's mind blowing. But actually, if I go back with the previous one, so O3 is able to achieve 87%, which is even more than the average of a human being doing this data set. So it's crazy.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, so when we get hands-on the O3 model, we'll try the dead cat on O3 as well and see what happens.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
For
O3
sure
is another reasoning model. It's the same criteria as, say, the brand new Gemini. So yeah, we can try it as well.
Yeah, well, one thing to mention actually, there are with the O3 model, there are 3 modes that you can run the model: low, medium, and high reasoning. So you can see also here that with low reasoning it's 75%, and with high reasoning it's 87%. So if it's in high reasoning, it takes more compute and more time to actually answer the question.
It's more accurate, more expensive, and takes more time.
Yeah,
but it gives a better answer.
Exactly.
Okay, that's great. One other thing that happened this week, to our final and third segment of the video, Google just blew away all text-to-video generators out of the water. It's incredible. We talked about Sora last week, and that was brand new, right? And Google just destroyed them with their brand new VO2
We're
model.
actually seeing a pattern here.
Yeah.
Whenever OpenAI does something, then the
Google
Google
does it
just
better.
comes up with a better one, and then again OpenAI, and so it's like really going crazy.
Yeah, but this video generator is actually really good. Like, I watched a few footage of it. We're gonna look at some of them with Santa on Twitter, and some of them you cannot tell the difference between if it's actually filmed or if it's AI. There's no way you can tell. There's no glitches. There's no stupid little things happening in the corner.
True.
It's very natural and nice. Okay, so let me go wake up Santa and we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Wake up, Santa!
Okay, so I managed to wake up Santa very peacefully. and no Santas were heard during the recording of this video.
Hello, my name is Santa. I'm from Klaus, North Pole.
Claude?
Klaus,
Claude.
yes. And I bring you guys presents if you guys are good boys or girls or both.
Okay. Yeah, so here it is. So what do you think this is, Santa?
Well, it's obvious that it's a person eating spaghetti, which seems weirdly natural. I mean, but if you want to look deep into it, if you pause it when he is biting off of it here, the string on the lower part of the pasta, that part is a bit weird, but it's still extremely impressive. I'm trying to be the most judgmental possible.
Yeah, that's a good thing actually, to be as judgmental as possible. But like, look at this. It's just like the water physics is
the water
really good.
physics, the bubble physics, it's amazing. I mean, of course, I'm sure if we put actual footage of a dog jumping into water, like compare them side by side,
It would be different.
Yeah, it would be different. But this is natural, very natural. Like this part, the only thing that makes it a bit like weird, it's the camera movement. Honestly, because the camera movement is super smooth.
Clean, yeah.
Yeah. But again, I mean, that can be possible with the new technologies that we have for the movies that we're getting nowadays.
Can you show a comparison?
Yes.
Yep.
So this is the Sora model on the bottom, the brand new model that we reviewed last week, and that's the Neo 2. It's a VO2, but yes.
Cutting the finger.
Yeah.
But it's still impressive how the ray tracing works on the knife's edge. If you notice
Yeah.
because the Sora model, although it's awful compared to what we see on the Neo 2 model, the ray tracing on the knife
It's
is
really
still
nice.
better.
Yeah.
It's better than the one above, if you notice.
Yeah, it is. But I think the thing is they really focused on making the physics realistic. Because
Yeah,
like object placements and like this one, look at this. Like,
This is absolutely like a hyper realistic. Like I would never notice. Don't worry about that.
yeah, that's perfect, right?
Yeah, this is something that I honestly thought this
Like
is.
if you look at the zipper, it's all messed up.
Is it actually?
Yeah. Look at the zipper. It's all messed up.
Yeah,
It doesn't
true.
actually look like a zipper.
Yeah.
But other than that, it looks phenomenal.
True.
Her hair, the face, the cinematography.
Expression.
It's really good.
It's actually amazing where we're leading to with this new technology that we have. What can you and you cannot trust? Like I
So-
might not be real.
Do you think you're gonna replace your elves with AI now, or?
Well,
Because it's such a sad thing that I have to send away a lot of my friends every year because they
Yeah.
have to help you
Yeah,
in the North Pole,
the-
and I miss them during Christmas because they're just not here.
so we are we're going forward with this, that we're gonna replace our elves with maybe AI. Like if you notice the Elon Musk robots, they seem to be hyper realistic. And as you reviewed before, I was drinking heavily back there. You guys reviewed that the AI that can detect with basically how it judges, not judges, but what's it called? Reasoning.
Reasons, yeah.
So we can put that reasoning into those robots and put those robots in the shops, but we have to make them shorter to look like elves and put just hats on them. But they can judge, they can behave like a normal human being. I mean, it's still time, but that's going to be the next 5 years or so, I assume.
Okay, guys. This was the special Christmas episode that we didn't know what to do, so we decided to cover because we wanted to do something special, like an event or something that we compete like in AI themed competitions. But there so many things happened during the last week, and then we were like, okay, we have to cover this. This is really cool. And we found Santa. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this Christmas special edition video, and we will see you next week as always.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Happy New Year.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry holidays.
Ciao.